Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to speak to you about a program called Tarot, Your Love Story for the month of November 2018. And this is for you coming from Gemini. And the first card that I'm going to pull will be for your first 15 days of November. And I'm going to tackle for you your area of romance. You coming from Gemini. It's a good enough card. It's an aggressive card. So take away the aggressiveness and it becomes a beautiful card. And it says in the first 15 days, if you're looking for the romance, it's going to be a wonderful one, perhaps a very hot one in the sense of a hot-tempered person. Apart from that, it would be a good one in the sense of supportiveness for you seen is a lot. So look forward for the new romance in the first 15 days. Try to take the soft approach. And if you have an ongoing romance, it says that apart from this aggression shown on this card, everything is working out well for you. So remove the aggression coming from your side. And if it comes from the other partner that you have, the romance partner, try to play safe, try to go take the soft approach, try to go gentle, and you will see that, we always say it needs two hands to clap. So you go gentle and all the clapping will become gentle and it will be negotiable. So it's a good card except for the aggressiveness. Now the next card that I pull for the first 15 days will be to do with your marriage situation for you coming from Gemini. This is a bigger problem. So it says that past issues are going to surface in this first 15 days of November. And so we're talking about your marriage now. And so these could be the underlying problems that are festering. So you've got to identify these problems. Best way would be to communicate gently. Don't have the blame game, just communicate. And in this first 15 days of November, your marriage may be in trouble. So you've got to find out quickly the cause of it. It's a card that doesn't show separation or breakup, but it shows differences being odds at each other. So find the source of the problem, tackle it, and this way you will be able to help your marriage situation. Don't worry, it's not an extremely bad card, but it says it needs the right kind of medicine to get back together. That way your marriage will be more supportive. So in the meantime, for the first 15 days in your marriage, go gentle in every way. Don't be aggressive. Now I'm going to go to the last 15 days, and I'm going to tackle your area of romance for the last 15 days. So let me pull this card. And what does the last 15 days for you coming from Gemini say? Oh, it's a terrible card, I'm sorry to say. Well, I better now tell you that in the first 15 days, if you don't rectify things, you're going to be in a lot of problems in the last 15 days of November. You're coming from Gemini. This card can show the breakup. Breakups can be physical, they can be mental, they can be emotional. All that is waiting for the last 15 days of November. So you'll have to be very careful in what you say, what you do. So in the first 15 days, let's go back there, try to find out the source of it. If you don't, it's going to fester, it's going to become worse. And therefore, this card which says regarding your area of romance is going to be a very bad situation where the breakup can happen as well. I'm going to use this card also for marriage because I can see the similarities there. So whether it's marriage, whether it's romance, there's a danger of a breakup, there's a danger of severe mental or physical or emotional separation, and so you'll have to try and cure it in the first 15 days of November. Because by the time it gets with this card, it gets to the last 15 days, it's going to be tough going. Of course, you can still repair it, and you will have to work very hard to repair it. So both the romance, if you have, or the marriage that you have, are going to be severely tested in the last 15 days. Let me pull a card regarding seeing how the general family area is going to be for you. Well, it says it's a long-term card. So a long-term card means there's no severe breakup. So maybe the unhappiness caused during the last 15 days would be immense. But it's a long-term card, so I would say it's going to stay on course. So having told you that, you might as well try to make your last 15 days as happy as possible. Is you listening to me. So if you be flexible and negotiable to the maximum, you will definitely show your partner of romance or show your partner of marriage that you are willing to give all that, and the situation should improve. So luckily I've pulled a good card for you where general family is concerned. So that shows there is a way out. Now I'm going to talk to you about, from Gemini, that's right, about your lucky dates. Your lucky dates for Gemini, that you come from Gemini. This is for the whole month of November. There will be some people who will be special in Gemini to become extremely lucky. And for you in Gemini, yes. Now, if you happen to be the ages of 22, 31, or 40, or 49, or 58, or 67, or 76, you'll be one very lucky person. And you're going to do something very beautifully. Find the romance of your life, have the perfect marriage situation, and in any area you will excel as well. So these are the chosen ones who will be from Gemini, who will be very, very happy in the month of November. Well, if you don't belong to this group, never mind. You'll need to have a 90-minute session with me, and that's going to cost you USD 50, and I'll base it on your date of birth, time of birth, and look at your palms. And with that, I'll tackle your next 7 to 8 years or 9 years in all areas of your life. But we'll talk about that a bit later. Now I'm going to talk to you about your lucky ages. Okay, sometimes I get confused. So, the lucky ages. Well, if I'm repeating it, never mind. Firstly, let me go back to your lucky dates. And your lucky dates, DATES, for the month of, let me use this card for that, for the lucky dates. It's going, the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd, and the 31st are going to be very, very lucky periods in the month of November for you. So on these dates, chase for the romance. On these dates, make your marriage partner as happy as possible. Talk of holidays, do the nice things. And let me stick to this card regarding your lucky ages as well. And it's the same card. So I'm going to say that the card of Uranus, if you happen to be the ages of 22 or 31 or 40 or 49 or 58 or 67, you're going to be one very lucky person. So I'm going to use the same card for that. Okay. Now I'm going to move to lucky colors. So let's see for the month of November, you coming from Gemini, what can I recommend for you? Well, I'm going to recommend 2 colors, light blue and red. If you have light blue or red on you, or if you contact light blue or red a lot in the month of November, you're going to attract a lot of good luck, which is applicable to romance or marriage areas to make that situations very happy. Okay. Now we're going to talk about who you can form an attachment to. And let's see what the card says. That means from which sun sign there's a lot of interest coming, or are you interested in that? Well, the card points to Sagittarius. So I would say that somebody from Sagittarius is very keen on you, whether for the romance. And if your marriage partner happens to be coming from Sagittarius, tell yourself that it's going to be a very lucky month of November. So the attachment, new one in the form of romance, if it's from Sagittarius, grab it. And if it's your marriage partner from Sagittarius, tell yourself it's going to be a very lucky month of November. You're going to see eye to eye a lot together. Now I'm going to talk to you about a zodiac sign that creates problems for you for the month of November. Let's see who the zodiac sign might be. I would make this zodiac sign to be Scorpio. You see, Kabbalistic cards show signs of planets, signs of zodiac signs. So this one, definitely I would go for Scorpio. So somebody from Scorpio, is going to cause problems for you. And if you have a marriage partner from Scorpio, be very careful in the month of November. Situations can get very bad. You'll have to be very cautious what you say, what you do. And if you have a romance partner right now who comes from Scorpio, the same thing. Don't be too pushy, don't be rude, and don't be too aggressive. All right. And look out for somebody from Scorpio who wants to create problems between you and your marriage partner or your romance partner. Be they your siblings, brothers, sisters, be they your parents. Try to keep them away from what's happening between you and your love partner. Okay? Now to find out about your sexual energy, let's pull a card. Sexual energy is a combination of three energies always. The physical energy, the mental energy, and the emotional energy. They all play a part. If one is missing, then it's never going to be a very satisfying period of time. And let me see for you from Gemini. Oh, it's a card of the sunshine. It shows all the cupids and the love and everything. So I would venture that your sexual energy is going to be tip-top high. So you're doing something right. So make it even better. Dress well, look good, smell good, say things which are very nice. And you will just have a wonderful period of time in this month of November for yourself. It's a very pleasant card as well. So there we go. Sexual energy very high for you coming from Gemini, so get going, get cracking. Now, I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during these 90 minutes, I'm going to talk to you about all areas of your life, your finances, your job, your business, your health, and of course your love story, the romance or the marriage. And I'm going to base that on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And with all that information I have from you, I'll be very accurate for your next 7 to 8 or 9 years. And I will tackle them age by age, calendar year by calendar year in detail. And I'll give you a lot of other information about your personal lottery numbers based on your date of birth and time of birth, and looking at your palms based on that. These lottery numbers I give you will be relevant for the rest of your life because they'll be based on your date of birth and time of birth and your palms. And I'll give you your lucky days and your lucky numbers and your lucky directions and your lucky gemstones, a lot of information so you can get everything perfectly right. And so for your next 7, 8 or 9 years, I will plot it for you. And all that for just USD 50. Well, go to Facebook, go to Skype, leave me an email, and I'll come back to you as soon as possible. Until then, thank you and good luck.